Are you developing website in Elementor and are tired of creating new sections every time, and maybe you want to see how to create different sections with different graphics and so on without designing everything, and maybe go and look at 10, 3, I don't know how many competitors you want to look at and get inspired? There's actually some solutions out there that will make it way easier for you. So this is what we use in my web agency and marketing agency called Sensio to complete our client work a little bit faster, and also something I'll recommend if maybe you are a business owner that has a WordPress website with Elementor and you want to create rapidly new features, new sections, new pages all the time. This is a good opportunity for you. So let me just take you through Skilementor as I have here. So Skilementor is basically a component library where you can buy a lifetime or monthly recurring subscription with different components that could be, for example, let's take a CTA section. And here you can basically go in and copy paste entire finished designs and responsive section where you don't have to do anything. You can just click on one of them. You can actually get it inside of Figma if you want to do the design. You can also just copy it, and after you're copying it, you can go to your website. And right now I have my developer site open, so I'll just open the front page on my developer website, and we scroll a little bit down, and I can add this component by adding the plus, right click and click on paste from other side, and then I'll click on Command V. So this made me, I don't know how many minutes I just saved by not creating these from scratch, and I can just go in and design them right away. But let's go a step deeper. I already have the Pro plan, so this is not a sponsored video. I bought this for myself. Let me see if I can find the prices as well. So they have some free options. You can also buy the monthly. I own the lifetime, and I think I've had it for around 1 week now, and this is saving me so much time already. So basically, if we are logged in as I am right now, and I want to have, let's say, I want to have some sections regarding stats. So I'll just type stats. I'll like maybe this section here. So I'll just go in, I can either click copy or open it up in a new tab, copy it, go to the page and right click, paste from other side and Command V. And here it is. One thing I would keep in mind if I was you is to remember that these guys have already made a default width. We are not using a default width, so I'll just delete that one and I'll go in, and they actually also use 5% each side, same as we do. So actually this is already fully responsive. I can go in and change all of these things extremely easily. I can pick the fonts like the H1, H2, go into the text and pick the text really quick. I can also go to responsive, see that they actually made this really good in responsive, and then I can go and change it. So by having this feature, I basically don't have to do much, I would say much work by building every section. I can find a section that looks like what I want to go for in my design or what I want to build for my clients. And with that, I can basically get like 80 or sometimes 100% the way, because it's already built inside of Skilementor. So if you go into a team section, I want to maybe have some team members, I can just scroll around and see they have a pretty big library related to what we are looking for. Some of them also have animations, and some of them are a little bit more creative. You see they're going like up and down with different heights. Some of them are sliders, so you can actually slide between them. And if I just take, let's say we want a big image in the first place, we want maybe something like this, where we want to style them, maybe not as wide, but still a bit tall. I'll just click on it. We'll click copy. We can also just click copy out here. That's fine. This is team 6. Then I will go inside of our page, right click, paste from other side, insert this. And right away, we see we actually have all of these things. If I want to make changes, you can see they're using image box. You could also here just have an image with a title and a text or a smaller title. You pretty much decide, but now this section is already built. So you can go in here, remove the width, make sure that it has the 5% on padding left and right side, and then you can just edit it right away. And if you check responsive here as well, it works great. Maybe we do not want the tagline, we have our team here, that's fine. We want to maybe remove some of the bottom here. But else, this makes this project and the future projects so much easier. To make sure this works, you might install or try Skilementor is that you have to go into your backend and make sure that you actually have some settings already set in. So you have to go inside of settings and you have to go inside of features and scroll all the way down until you see nest elements. Some things need nest elements to work. Nest elements make something like sliders and so on. So I would recommend you activating nest elements to make sure that you can use all of the features on Skilementor. If you do not want to use Skilementor and maybe you think that you want something a little bit more for your bug, there's also something called Express Elements, I think. So Express Elements, if I can just Google this real quick. Elements for Elementor's sections. Here it is. Section Express. So this is another feature, another, I would say, competitor. These guys are actually way bigger than Skilementor, but they're also a bit more pricey. So if we just go into sections, I might say it's a bit harder to actually figure out how this works, but you can find completely finished websites. You see these guys actually put a little more effort in making a lot more sections. So I think that in the future Skilementor might as well do the same. But if you just look at how this section looks, like this works great. They added animations and everything. And if you just go inside of responsive, this should look great as well. Let me just check. Go down, down. You see it's fully responsive all the way down, also on mobile with the animation. So if you want something that can do a little bit more, then Section Express is also something you can try out. They are a little bit more expensive. I think you can see the prices by clicking on Get Started. And here you have the yearly membership and you have the Express. It says one-time payment, but I'm not quite sure what the two differences are on this one. But like 80 bucks one-time payment. I'm not sure if this is yearly or lifetime. I think maybe this is one-time payment for a year. I'm not really sure how that works because these ones have the same. The only thing you say this is lifetime use and this is unlimited use. So what is the difference of unlimited and lifetime? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, take a look at Section Express if you want something a bit more deeper. Maybe we'll try that out in the future. But for now, Skilementor, highly recommend this stuff if you want to be more productive in your everyday work and want to design things where you don't want to start from scratch every time. You may be great in Figma, you don't know how to do this in Elementor correctly and responsively, then you can add something like Skilementor extremely cheap and will save you a bunch of time. So let me know if you like the video. Also, you can feel free to join our Performance Hub, where if you are a web agency owner or just own a company, a digital company where you want to grow, we have the Performance Hub you can join for free in our Discord, where I will be in there sometimes. But it's basically a web community where we teach each other marketing, website development, how to grow a company, client acquisition, all of these ones. And sometimes I might jump in there myself and give you guys some free lessons as well. So if you want to find a community where you are with like-minded people for free, feel free to join the hub. All right. See you guys. Bye.